Alright, I've taken the fuel line loose. It's similar to the oil line. It's got a little zip tie holding it. Cut the zip tie. Kind of turn and wiggle the hose to break it loose because it's been seated on there a while. Now I'm going to do everything in the world I can to keep all three of these carburetors together. There's fuel lines, linkage that interconnects them all. So as I take them out, I'm going to try and take them all out at once. And these carbs are numbered, by the way. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm told that you have to keep those in that exact order. So there's 2 bolts on each carb. We're going to loosen those with a 13mm socket. I've already broke them loose. We're just going to loosen all these up, and I'm not going to bore you with all that right now. When I get them all loose, we'll jump back in there. Alright, we've got all the bolts loose, and the carburetors are still stuck to their gaskets to the intake manifold. So you can wiggle, jiggle, fuss, and fight, but an easy way is to take a piece of hardwood and place right here, or wherever you can get to, and take a rubber mallet and gently tap. There, it's loosened up. That's all it takes. Do it on this one. There. Now, the carburetor set, as in all 3 of them, are loosened up and ready to come off. Well, mostly ready anyway. Let's take our bolts out. Remembering where our brackets go. And begin to loosen this up. The gaskets are still holding it a little bit. I've already loosened the fuel line, as I said earlier. Now, we've got all 3 carburetors as a unit sitting out here. Now, this is the fuel line from the other side of the motor. We're going to clip this zip tie, take that loose, then it'll let our entire carburetor set come off of there. I chose to disconnect the fuel line from the fuel filter here. Now that gives us all 3 of our carbs together as a unit. We'll have to remove these gaskets later, but for now, that's where we want to be. I failed to mention it, but in preparation of this, I disconnected the fuel line the last time I had the boat out and let it run the carb bowls dry. That way you're not dealing with 3 carbfuls of gas to drain all over the place. So that's why they're so dry. If you have the opportunity to do that, do it. You'll have gas dripping off your elbows.